Alright, this is a trip up to Krakabloa on the Potential X. This is well, it used to be the same as the old QWOP plane. Put you down there for now. And I severely enhanced it. We have our gauge up in front, which is my favourite thing in the whole wide world at the moment. We have some more powerful engines and all that. I'll just quickly read this through. Plane is the easiest plane in the world to fly. It's as easy as walking, and we love the QWIP. Left lever, legs. Use these the most. I'm trying to get this better on this. Sorry. Straight legs equals easy flying. Right lever knees bend at your own risk. So that's why I've got it so small, so it's actually harder to reach, because that will bend the. That will bend. I just smacked something. My house. That will bend this one down here. Beginner mode, backpack full of magic. Yes, beginner mode is full of magic. And I strongly recommend you push this when taking off and when you're getting altitude while you're learning to fly. Since I don't want to do another take of this video, and I would like to get up to Krakabloa, I'm pushing it. Takeoff is at 50, that is speed, that's airspeed, 50 airspeed. I think it's in knots. If you stop laughing at the reference gauge, yeah, that thing moves. That thing makes me giggle. You actually know where the knees and legs are. And yes, you're welcome for that, because seriously, without that, it is so hard to make. Weight shift for control. The plane will become surprisingly good glider when you drop the engine. Yeah, we can get rid of the engines. Glider mode means bye-bye engine. And they're not reusable. They just go and get destroyed upon the impact to the ground or water. Parachutes as last resort, or if you like parachutes, they're everywhere. If you don't like this plane, you want to watch my first video on the Prime model, you can hate watch me where you're pretty much watching me now. Anyway, forget that. We'll forget that all for now, and we may as well go fly this plane. Alright, quick tour around. I've extended these back struts, made some more sturdy around the back, so it can actually be more forgiving upon impact. I've added these little ruddery things over this side. I learnt something new while I made them. We've got these engines. This is as far as you can make the engines go, because this thing, believe it or not, if you look at the description of the weight, this is actually really heavy. Anyway, there's wheels everywhere, there's some skates, and we have the world's ugliest head, just like me in real life. So I really need to get myself comfortable with flying. Alright, I'm going to push, oh my goodness, magical backpack, beginner mode, and we go, yup, and we're gonna just use these. Yeah, just get it back a little bit, and this is the rudder, by the way. There we go, we take off nice and easy, and just gentle movement. This is actually really easy to fly when you are in VR. It's actually a little bit harder. When you've got beginner mode on, it's actually a delight. Alright, I would like to get to the top of Krakabloa. Also, airspeed is crucial. Going forwards in the air, don't let yourself slip too much, because you're gonna. When you spin on this plane, I haven't gotten out of a spin, because I haven't actually been too high while testing. So from probably now onwards, this is actually as high as I've ever flown in this plane. since we've got a... See, we're actually facing down because the wings over there are like that. And these... Everything's working the way it should. Speed is okay. We're going to go to the top of Krakabloa. And we are going to... Let's just get to the top and then we will just make our decisions then. I don't want to make long videos, but this is gonna have to be a video that is a bit longer. Okay, I'm watching my little indicator there, and I am Superman up here. That directly represents the same as how we are in relative. That is relative to the angle of attack. That is a lag. That is lag. For the wings, for the... we do not want to spin out, so I'm really watching our turn indicator. This is a fantastic glider. Give us about half. Oh no. That, I totally didn't have that in mind. I was just seeing what happened. But we're actually a pretty capable glider. Even though we're going down quite fast. I do not want to make another take of this video. So I'm going to play it cool and keep our speed like that. I'm going to go over to the... When we get into some more open air and less jagged cliffs, I'm going to take it off of beginner mode. Now, off of beginner mode, we are free flying without magic. The airplane handles very differently. Imagine flying a drone and you have sports mode. So what I want to do is I want to get some speed up. Notice how I'm not using that because I don't really need to. There's no real need to get the speed up for that. To get the, to bend your knees. Just keep your legs straight. You'll be right. I'd like to land on a runway today. Anyway, this is the Q-Op game. I hated that game so much, so I'm glad I could pay you all back. If you recognize that game and you're better than me because you probably played it and are better than me at it, then congratulations. There's always somebody better at the game than you are. But I gave up on that game. I failed so hard. We're just checking around our jagged rocks. I can just... Less hands-free. What's gonna happen? Up, this thing will just have a mind of its own. Gliding nicely. Gliding nicely. Whee! And this is why we have our there we go. We might do a beach landing. Oh, we can really, no, we're not gonna make it. But this is capable. It's very difficult, but it is possible to do aerobatics. I always do that once every video. Okay. So, we are currently really flying this plane. I'm not using a lot of brain power right now. This is not that hard to fly. But, in a weird way, less is more. You know, as those motivational speakers say, in order to go, you must stop. In order to go backwards, you must go forwards. Oh, that's demotivational speech. Alright, since I'm really interested in landing this plane properly during this video, we're going to do a beach landing, which we're very capable of. So, as in real life, the, why do you do that? As real life, in the instructors always made me do is just push down, push down, push down. We'll do a bit of a flare soonish. The hard part is knowing where. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm not using beginner mode while I land. We're gonna turn while landing because why not? My plane, my rules. I spent so long making this thing. If I make you, I'm gonna break you. Okay, here we go. And a gentle-ish touchdown somehow. Alright, how did we go? Okay, we actually landed on our wheels. That's actually a perfect landing. Oh, pardon me. Alright, we've got no actual parking brake, so I'm just gonna hold us there. And I'm gonna relax our legs just down a little bit, just to... Let's have a look, just to make it. Just to make us look proper. Anyway, that's our little trip to the beach via a volcano. Just as you do when you're flying something that looks and feels like this. If you like this content, please join our Discord because I take every single suggestion and I apply it. You can ask anybody here. I'm pretty open and understanding to every single suggestion. Even criticisms. I don't mind people criticizing what I do because I love learning. And part of this channel is to actually educate you a little bit about flying. This is based on the Easy Riser. It was actually the movie that really annoyed that little girl in Fly Away Home. It was actually the plane that annoyed that little girl in Fly Away Home before she decided to learn how to fly with all the geese. That's enough of me talking. Thanks for watching. Join our Discord, do the other stuff that all YouTubers say, and have a good night.